Highlights of the news. Rivers State disapproves indiscriminate parking of trucks owned by Boa Group. Court to hear Emefiele DSS application 15 August. Plus, Nigeria Immigration Service refutes claims of arrest. Claims calls allegations of setting up legal checkpoints incorrect.
Very good evening and welcome to the RSTV World News. My name is Emily Tari Mbero. Do you love and care about Rivers State and have peace? If yes, let's build and take her to greater heights. This is a task we must all accomplish. And now details of the news. The Rivers State government has decried the indiscriminate parking of trucks owned by the Boa Group by drivers of the company on public roads in parts of the state without recourse to the continuous damage caused to such roads. The condemnation was expressed by the State Commissioner for Works, Judge Kelly Dakorinama, and his counterpart in the Transport Ministry, Jacobson Mbina, when they conducted newsmen around sections of the roads where the trucks were indiscriminately parked. Tamno Barabi Ibulubo continues with the report.
The places visited included the Azikiwe Road, where the Boa Sugar Refinery is located in Port Harcourt local government area, the Egrita and Egritali communities in the Ikwere local government area, where Boa has its off-factory operational base and diesel yard, with both lanes of the road in that area damaged. Commissioner for Works, George Kelly, said the state government spends billions of naira yearly to provide critical road infrastructure, but Boa Group, a company that does not add value to the state in terms of providing corporate social responsibility, will damage such existing roads. Judge Kelly pointed out that the trucks parked take about 3 kilometers of the length of the road, and the drivers do so in disregard to extant laws that prohibit such acts.
It's public knowledge that the Rivers State government spends billions of naira every year laboring very hard to provide critical infrastructure for our people. The Boa Group have been so reckless. The drivers of the Boa Group have been so irresponsible. They have converted our major roads to trailer parks. This is the road that leads you to the airport. This is the road that takes you out to Imo State and other states. It's a major interstate road. It's a critical infrastructure for us. Now see what they have done. Look at this is the front of their yard. Even the front of their yard is this dirty. Their parking is disorganized and very reckless. They don't have approvals to use even all of these areas as trailer parks. Here you can see trailers, lorries carrying various kind of chemicals. You can see gas tanks. Now, if you cross over the road there, you also see their diesel yard where they collect diesels from. They collect gas from here. They use here as their central park. And they have massive land here. Rather than park inside the designated park, they line all their lorries on the roads, on the shoulders of the roads, and then it will begin to damage gradually. You can see now, the rainy season has not even started fully. See what's going on. By the end of this rainy season, see, they've gone at least from the width. The failure has reached about 7.6 meters now, meaning that the entire one lane in a matter of days will be closed.
On his part, Commissioner for Transport, Jacobson Mbina, said in February 2023, Boa Group was invited to a meeting with the Secretary to the State Government, the Ministries of Transport and Urban Development in attendance. In that meeting, the Boa Group agreed to stop parking their trucks on public roads, but has since reneged on that commitment.
February this year, the SIG, Minister of Transport, Urban Development, we have invited these people for a meeting, and they promised us that they will take it away from, especially the front of the government house, to where they can be bringing in maybe two lorry, enter and load and go. But this damage, even at the front of government house, is eyesore with their truck, their trailers, in fact with their diesel, pouring on it, destroying and damaging the road. You can see the extent of the damage of this road caused by this company. Nobody can see this and believe that this company meant well for this state.
Tamno Barabi Ibulubo, RSTV News.
Rivers State Governor Simlai Fubara has described the late Emmanuel Aguma as a great man and a wonderful soul who distinguished himself as a legal luminary. Governor Fubara stated this during the 6th Memorial Lecture public discussion in memory of Emmanuel Chimuimo Aguma, SAN, at the NBA House in Port Harcourt.
Obiandu Madume completes the story.
Represented by his deputy, Professor Ngozi Odu, Governor Fubara said late Aguma lived a life worthy of emulation, noting that as the then Attorney General and Commissioner for Justice in 2015 and reappointed in 2017, distinguished himself in service. According to the governor, what the Aguma and co-legal practitioners were organizing in his memory is highly commendable, as he will forever be remembered for his great works. Governor Fubara noted that this year's event is unique because the firm has taken additional steps in awarding 25 scholarships to indigent and indigenous law students, which will certainly immortalize him.
We are here today to commemorate or to celebrate a great man and a wonderful soul. Chief Chinwe Aguma SAN lives on in our hearts for his great achievements and attainments, not only in River State, but in Nigeria. It is said that when a problem is identified and solutions are provided, such problems are half solved. So we believe that the issue of overcrowding, by the time we listen to the discussants, will be helped solved even as we stay in this hall. We need to take a step further, that when we leave this hall, whatever we have decided, whatever issues that we have raised, discussed, and found to be a directional approach, let's not drop it at the door.
In her remarks, Honorable Justice Mary Odile, retired, said the late Emmanuel Aguma was a great lawyer, attorney general, and a well-respected Riversman who served the state meritoriously, which is why the state and nation continues to honor him. According to her, a lot of people become mentally deranged and contract terminal diseases when taken into correctional centers due to its congestion, stressing that the memorial lecture would sensitize both student lawyers and non-lawyers to what goes on in correctional centers. On his part, the Chief Judge of Rivers State, Honorable Justice Simeon Amadi, commended the organizers of the memorial lecture for the choice of the theme, the congestion of the correctional centers, the role of the various stakeholders, adding that its concern for the administration of criminal justice in Nigeria is apt. Also speaking, the chairman of the occasion, Chief Adokie Amiesimaka, commended the immediate past governor of Rivers State, Nyesumeze Nwawike, for initiating and sustaining the memorial lecture in memory of the former Attorney General of the state. Obiandu Madume, RSTV News.
The chairman of Obiakwa local government area, Jude Arelu, has been conferred with the Living Legend of Transformation Award by a choral group, the Noble Voices of Port Harcourt. The award was handed to him at the council headquarters from Odomaya. Justice Ohumo was there and now reports.
The chairman was also appointed as special patron of the body. The award was due to the chairman's outstanding strides in human and infrastructural development. Leader of the choral group, Mr. Dennis Akes, said the chairman has done a lot that have impacted lives, hence the need to recognize him as a source of inspiration and motivation.
You are replicating the former governor of Rivers State, and it is our prayer that you do better than him in Jesus' name. We come from different LGs. We don't see all this. We don't see it.
Responding, the chairman thanked the body for the honor done him and assured that the award will spur him to continue to impact the lives of the people positively. While outlining the projects and programs his administration has executed, Arelu said his administration is bent on changing the narratives of local government administration in Nigeria with focus on transparency, accountability, and prudent management of resources.
Our target is to change the narrative as it has to do with local government administration. Our target is to let the world know that something good can come out of a local government area. In all that we have spent, we never borrowed any money from any bank. It's our ability to manage scarce resources. Though you are not based fully in Obiakwa local government, you'll be able to identify the little we've been able to do to so honor us. Thank you.
He advised the youth on the need to be patriotic despite current challenges and always attach themselves to things that will glorify God.
So believe in your country, support competence. Let's continue to pray and confess positively.
There was a sermon by Venerable Isobeye Amabipi and choir ministrations by the Koro Group. Justice Ihuo, RSTV News.
Now, the need for government at all levels to ensure food security and encourage catfish farming across the country has been stressed. At the one-day sensitization workshop for members at Rumodomaya in Obiako local government area, National Chairman, Catfish and Allied Fish Farmers Association of Nigeria, KAFAN, Dr. Mamo Mustafa, said fish farming will reduce hunger and create job opportunities. Gatwanele was there.
Expatiating the theme, enough is enough, Dr. Mustafa explained that fish farmers have suffered a lot due to members' betrayal, government negligence, natural disaster, high cost of feeds, the lingering ban on fish exports to the United States of America, lack of profits and uniform pricing of fish, as well as lack of support from financial institutions. He reviewed that they have decided to collaborate, engage in quality feed production, and increase their sales, as a catfish of less than a kilogram will now sell for 1,500 naira. Fingerlings of 2 to 3 grams will now sell at 15 naira each, and those above a kilogram will now go for 1,800 naira, while tilapia will be sold for 2,000 naira. Warning that defaulters will be sanctioned. According to him, more than 700 species are yet to be discovered, and intensive research is ongoing to discover other species.
The cost of feed, a bag of feed now is not going less than 12,000 naira. But the cost of renting the place, buying the inputs, buying the fish, taking care of them, buying diesel, you have to feed every day, you have to get somebody to, looking at it, we spend not less than between 1,200 to 1,300 in raising a kg of fish across 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 months, as the case may be.
Chairman of the association in Rivers State, Clapton Ogolo, the president, Port Harcourt Chamber of Commerce, Industry, Mines and Agriculture, Sir Mike Elechi, and Ofongu Nelson, representing the Permanent Secretary, Ministry of Agriculture, also spoke.
Central Bank has assured us, Bank of Agriculture has assured us, Bank of and even other institutions are assured that they are going to help the farmers. So my advice to everybody is that please go down to the banks, get the facilities, and put it into agriculture.
Fish farmers must increase price, but if you increase price, they don't buy. What will happen? Innovation, packaging issue. If you want it to have value, there's other dynamics too.
A memo has been raised to the governor of Rivers State concerning the way forward of the Catfish Association. It's just like they are looking for a place, that's the fish market. It's already on the table of the governor.
There were goodwill messages from some stakeholders and partners at the workshop, which featured various speakers who dwelt on the way forward and the challenges bedeviling fish farming.
Looking behind and looking forward, here in Rivers State, you will find out that fish provides the most suitable protein, quantity or quality for all ages.
God's Power Anele, RSTV News.
The East-West Road has since the beginning of the Fourth Republic in 1999 been on the budget of succeeding administrations, but 23 years down the line, the road is yet to be completed. Justice Ihuo in this report takes a look at the implication of not completing the road till date. His report.
East-West Road is a major road cutting across 6 south states and a major link to western states of Nigeria. In Rivers State, the road connects about 12 local government areas, including Eleme local government area, which is host to several multinationals, including Indurama Eleme Petrochemical, One Oil and Gas Free Zone, and the refineries. Despite its importance to the economy of the country, neglect of the road has persisted, not minding the agitations of the people, especially those living at the Eleme axis of the road. The state of the road was worsened by last year's flood, which washed away some parts of the road along the Ahoda axis. Recently, the federal government said the road has been awarded to RSTV to be funded by NNPC Limited, but months down the line, work has not started on the road. Currently, the road is in a deplorable state, leading to breakdown of heavy-duty vehicles and traffic jam that leads to loss of man-hours. The recent visit by the Senate Ad Hoc Committee on East-West Road seemed to have rekindled hope for the road reconstruction, as they have promised to ensure that all bottlenecks are tackled.
I can't believe this is the LMA road that we all know. I cannot understand why this total neglect. Everybody understands what is LMA to Nigerians, not only to Niger Deltas. And what we've seen there, the bridge we've seen, the deplorable condition is unacceptable. It is inhuman. And you can understand we have over 420 companies that operate around this area. For God's sake, what kind of people are we? This is the economic heartbeat of this country.
Describing the road neglect as executive rascality, they noted that the state of the road is deplorable and require the needed urgency to save the economic life of the people and Nigeria at large.
This year, the appropriation will ensure that we did the needful move away from token allocation to proper allocation in relation to the quality of work and the volume of work that is expected to be done.
The RSTV, the equipment, they are all on ground. They are ready to work. So it's not a mere say to say, oh, money will be released. We want this money to be released.
And all the people that have paid money that have not done the work will be brought to book before even new monies are given to other contractors.
We have a new design for this place. There's going to be a new bridge. You can see the two bridges are substandard with the current realities now.
It is expected that this visit will put pay several years of rhetorics about the road and bring the construction to limelight. Justice Ihun, RSTV News.
You can now watch RSTV live on YouTube at RSTV Online and Facebook at RSTV22PH Online. Now, do you love and care about Rivers State and her peace? If yes, let's build and take her to greater heights. This is a task we must all accomplish. And up ahead on the news, wildfires in Hawaii sack residents of Maui, claims 55 lives. And in sports, European Football League season begins tonight. We'll be right back. Don't touch the dial.
No matter what I do, you love me unconditionally. You show up for me every day. No matter when I show you, you show me love. You show me, you show me, you show me. No matter when I show you, you show me love.
Now available in new flavors.
You show me love.
The words are hard to find, but they're still heavy on my mind tonight. The pain is deep inside, but I still want to hide. Happy birthday!
Is this what you really want to do?
Yes, Dad. That's what I've been trying to show you.
Fight for your dreams the advanced way with Glow LTE Advanced. The power of 3 data networks in one. Get a Glow SIM or dial *301#.
Jollificate with sports as you want them. Recipes there for you as you want them. Entertainment unko as you want them. Learning day for you as you want am. Make you enjoy YouTube as you want am. Get Berekete YouTube video data bundle wey go sweet body on top your mobile phone when you dial *312# today. YouTube as you want am.
The new Milo 3-in-1 Milky and Creamy is truly milky and contains calcium. So, no need to add milk for that rich, creamy cup, which helps to nourish and energize your kids. Milo 3-in-1 is such a smart choice. Milo, energy to go further.
From Nestle.
No matter what I do, you love me unconditionally. You show up for me every day. No matter when I show you, you show me love. You show me. No matter when I show you, you show me love.
Now available in new flavors.
You show me love.
Be the white card. I'm your big fan too.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it, brother.
Me gun myself, I'm a rapper.
Is that so?
Hey, me no, any day, any weather, and I'm chilling with my main guy, Feda.
How far? Network problem? Yes, well, got me. Let me turn on my hotspot.
It have connected.
You hop on 9 Mobile with confirmed data. You can't be out here stranded in this street, so this guy.
When you're on 9 confirmed from 9 Mobile, you get a super gift of 1,000 naira just for joining the network. 900% bonus on every recharge. 100% data bonus for 6 months and double data bonus on your first recharge of the month.
Get a new SIM or dial *1400# now.
9 Mobile.
Whenever I call you, I did not call myself. I didn't even want to be a pastor. Because you want to be a pastor, you go to theology school. I did not go to theology school. I didn't want to be a pastor. I wanted to travel to America. But God said, I have deposited something in you that will save so many nations. If I did not take this call, look at all those women delivering free in OPM hospital. What will be their fate? If I don't take this call, all the children in the 14 free school that are going to school now, what will be their fate? How will they go to school? How will their life be? If I did not take this call, tell me, all these boys, all these girls, prostitute people from the state and rehabilitate. Many of them are getting married and their husband's house. All these cultists, armed robbers, now rehabilitate them. They are no longer going to armed robbery. What to be their fate? You know what God is doing in Rivers State through OPM? Bringing these people, changing their mindset. Armed robbers, killers, kidnappers. Many of them are pastors now. Many of them are working in oil companies. Many of them are doing legitimate things. They are no longer doing violent things. This is the reason why God is happy with OPM. OPM go after the unreached. Those people that churches find it difficult to reach, OPM go to reach them. If I did not take this call, tell me, how will their life be?
OPM, Dr. Jesus in action. Dr. Jesus in action. God is here.
This is RSTV World News. We bring you world-class news.
Hey, welcome back. You're still watching the RSTV World News. You can now watch RSTV live on YouTube at RSTV Online and Facebook at RSTV22PH Online. And now back to our stories. The Federal High Court in Lagos has fixed 15 August to hear an application by the suspended governor of the Central Bank of Nigeria, Godwin Emefiele, seeking to hold his trial by the federal government through the Department of State Services. The court will also hear an application by the DSS seeking to appeal the 20 million bail grant to Emefiele by the court. Justice Nicola Weibo fixed the date to enable the defense to reply to the prosecution's further counter affidavit, which was served on the defense in court just before the Thursday proceedings began. The Nigerian Immigration Service has refuted claims that some of its agents were arrested for allegedly setting up illegal checkpoints at the Badagry Seme border. There had been reports of apprehension by officers from the Inspector General of Police's Special Squad. According to the report, the IGP unit persuaded and arrested certain police officers as well as immigration workers located at checkpoints thought to be set up to extort individuals. And on the foreign scene now, authorities say the number of people killed in the Hawaii wildfires has risen to 55 and hundreds more are said to be missing on the island of Maui. According to the report, fires began on the island on Tuesday, fueled by winds from a hurricane, later prompting a major disaster declaration from President Joe Biden. State Governor George Green has called the fires catastrophic and probably the largest natural disaster in Hawaii's history. Survivors have spoken of daring escapes. In our sports, Sweden produced a magnificent performance to book a semi-final date with Spain and leave Japan's Women's World Cup dreams in tatters. Japan was seen as title contenders after gliding through the group stage and defeating Norway in the last 16. Here, they fell behind the Amanda Ilested's goal before Manchester City's midfielder Filippa Angel Dahau doubled Sweden's lead from the penalty spot. And still on sport, the much-awaited English Premier League 2023-2024 season kicked off today. The opening fixture between Manchester City and Burnley is built to start shortly, while all eyes on the defending champions expected to bounce back from their Community Shield defeat to Arsenal. Pep Guardiola's treble-winning side will travel to Turf Moor to face the newly promoted side, coached by City legend Vincent Kompany. Now, do you love and care about Rivers State and her peace? If yes, let's build and take her to greater heights. This is a task we must all accomplish. And now to end the news is a recap of some of our major stories. The Rivers State government has frowned at the indiscriminate parking of trucks owned by the Boa group of companies, as they not only deface the roads but cause serious damage to them. The Federal High Court in Lagos has fixed 15 August to hear the application filed by the suspended governor of the Central Bank of Nigeria, Godwin Emefiele, to halt his trial by the federal government and that of the Department of State Services to appeal the 20 million naira bill granted to Emefiele by the court. We had reported that the Nigerian Immigration Service had refuted claims that its agents were arrested for allegedly setting up illegal checkpoints at the Badagry semi-border, describing the news as incorrect. And that's how we saw the globe tonight. My name is Emily Tari Mbero. To have a beautiful, beautiful night's rest.
This is RSTV World News. We bring you world-class news, accurate, first-hand, entertaining, balanced analysis. RSTV Channel 22.